Alright, I'm going to be showing this deck that I've made that has gotten me a perfect score on all 5 quests for normal difficulty at least. So let's jump in. Let's hope for a good opening hand. So, our heroes for this quest are Legolas for the red sphere and range damage, Arwen for the lore sphere and some healing, and Éowyn for the spirit sphere and some willpower. Okay, this hand is not terrible. I do want to keep Watchful Peace and the archer. Let's keep these 3. The veteran Axehand is a great ally for blocking. And we got another Axehand, okay. I was hoping I would get a Star Brooch or Unexpected Courage for some extra actions, but that's fine. So the opening move for this first turn on this quest is to put some upkeep damage from Legolas onto this spider here. That'll bring it down to 2. And then for the first action, we can just clear it, which is great because it's a guard stalwart enemy, which means it can do 4 damage in 1 round if you let it, and it also has guard, which makes things harder to do just overall. And Legolas can just clear it all. Okay, typically what I'll do after that is I'll put out some sort of ally.
My axe swings too.
Just to get the blocks going, soak up some damage. And this Axehand is one of the best blockers in the game. He can typically block about 3 or 4 attacks, give or take. So now Sauron's creatures are all exhausted. I think it might be good to put out another one. Let's get some free damage on this spider here.
You breathe so loud I could shoot you in the dark.
Let's see what Sauron does. Okay, playing Stalwart. That's totally fine. Oh great, that was the enemy I was going to kill first anyway. Okay, let's put some progress on this quest. I'm going to try to get Sting a little earlier. And I think it might be good to clear this obstacle now.
No living man am I.
Okay, that's all of Sauron's actions. We could have just cleared this objective and proceeded, but I want to wait until I get Sting before I go to the next quest, because I want to buff Legolas's attack a little more. So this character actually has an attack left. Let's damage one of these spiders.
My arrow flies.
So that thing we did in the first round with that guardian spider, I forget what it's called, but we're doing it to this spider now. It has 3 health. We're going to soften it up. Down to 2. Let's get some healing going. Great, great. Unexpected Courage. So now let's finish out this spider here. Got rid of the archer. Totally worth the cost, though. Okay, now let's have the Axehand block again. So now Sauron's enemies are exhausted, and he's just got resources left, so now is a good time to play Unexpected Courage. I'm going to put that on Éowyn. A King Spider. Okay, so this might actually do a bit of damage to us. But we've got a healer here, so I think we can take it. Let's have Éowyn clear this quest now, which will re-ready her because Unexpected Courage will ready you after completing an objective or killing an enemy. So let's do that now.
Smite you if you touch him.
Let's see who he attacks. After we get Sting. Legolas took a bit of a hit there, so let's get out the Caregiver and do some healing.
You need not worry about anything.
Just as a safety measure. Sauron is done. Let's put some Fate on the track. I'm going to try to get Gloin up before we travel. It tends to be a good play. I think we can actually do that now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's 7 Fate. Let's get him on the board. We'll have him kill this spider here. And we could travel right now, but I'm going to wait a little more just to get some more healing done. Get Sting equipped. Maybe not both of those. That might take a while. But what we're doing here is we're preparing our board to just kind of breeze through the rest of the quest. That's kind of what the green and blue spheres tend to do. You tend to have a slow build in the beginning, and then you just kind of steamroll through the rest of it. So with Legolas here, we're going to do the same thing as before.
You would die before your stroke fell.
Let's heal Arwen back to full. A Star Brooch, excellent. Okay, let's have Glowing Block. He took the big hit. That's okay. We're not trying to kill these enemies, really. We're just trying to not take as... We're trying to take as little damage as possible, because we already got our condition to travel, so we don't really need to kill them. Alright, so this Caregiver is going to survive this hit. And now we've got a little bit of an activation advantage here, because Sauron has to put something out before he can actually use it. So at this point, let's get Sting on Legolas. Oh, good, okay. We can actually use Legolas to take this thing out.
You would die before your stroke
That was perfect timing. And that costed Sauron all of his resources, so he is out for the round. We have one resource left. Let's go ahead and spend it on Watchful Peace. Bring our threat down to our starting threat, essentially. And I'm going to load up a guard with the Axehand. Guard is really nice because it carries over to the next location. Alright. And Éowyn has unexpected courage, so just because we can,
No living man am I.
let's kill an enemy. And then spend her for some fate. So now we've got almost enough to get Grimbjorn out on the next location. Or I'm sorry, Grimbjorn is not till the third one. Anyway, we've got a lot. So I think we're ready to travel. Let's go. 28 threat after the first location with almost full board is really good. We have some damage on heroes. About 3 damage. That's manageable. Okay, so the bear is the big centerpiece for Sauron's side of the board here, but Legolas has 3 attack now, which means he can combo his upkeep damage to get rid of it.
You would die before your stroke fell.
Get a heal on Legolas. Okay, since the Axehand is guarding, we can do a ranged attack without fear of our heroes getting damaged.
Red sun rises.
And that removes a bear, which is effectively 6 damage that we kind of took out of the equation here. Now this Muck Adder, I think I'm going to use the Caregiver to block for that, because it won't do enough to kill him. And I'm not really trying to kill this, or not Muck Adder, Rock Adder. I'm not really trying to kill this thing. Okay. So now Sauron's got some resources left. Éowyn's got unexpected courage, so we're going to use her to clear that. Get a bonus action with her. So he's buffing this adder's health. That's totally okay. So at this point, I think I'll put a brooch on Arwen. So that way she can add fate multiple times. We've got a spider out here. Let's have Glowing take that out. Now he's gaining a little bit of threat. He's got 2 resources left. Let's see. Okay. Let's have Arwen put progress on this. That was a free card for Sauron. I guess I'm going to have Éowyn clear that. No, he might play another monster. Nope, okay, he had 2 left over. Oh, we're going to hit this threat event. Exhaust a random ally. Actually, no, we're not, because I have a Watchful Peace. That reduces it down to 28. Now we're going to have Arwen clear that. Alright, excellent. Let's go ahead and claim some Mirkwood water. We're going to need that for the boss fight in the next location. Let's go ahead and travel. We've got enough to handle him, I think.
The dead tree falls.
This location is actually the easiest one if you have Mirkwood water. Although Sauron is going to have a lot of resources.
A red sun rises.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Kyros. You really don't want this guy attacking. At best, you'll want him to attack an ally that is already exhausted from you using that ally to guard. That's really the only two things you want to do. You don't want Kyros getting just a free attack on a ready character because he exhausts anybody he attacks. So let's exhaust him now and just not worry about it. The Hive Guardian came out. That is a prime target for Legolas.
A red sun rises.
That's a great thing because that cost Sauron 3 resources. So it'll be much easier to clear this board. Let's have Eowyn kill this hatchling.
No living man am I.
She will re-ready with Unexpected Courage. We have Watchful Eyes come out. Let's have Arwen clear that. She will also stay ready
Rivendell!
from Stalwart. And now Sauron is done. So before we travel here, we're going to want to get 8 Fate for Grimbjorn. This is the only location where you can get him. So let's start putting Fate on that. We need 3 more. So let's have Arwen make up the difference. And let's bring him out. Alright, good. Now, we've got 3 resources. We've got all the allies we can field. Oh wait, no, we can do 1 more. Okay. Well, in that case, let's get out an Axehand.
My axe swings too.
Then, let's see. Legolas could use Unexpected Courage. He can't use it this turn, but it'll be good to have on him for later. Okay, and now, let's start attacking Kyros.
I will smite you if you touch him!
Let's have Grimbjorn attack twice. You know what? We need to do one more Fate event to get the maximum score. Even though this isn't really going to help us, we need to do 1 more. So we're not going to travel yet. For this quest, you need to do 4 Fate events to get the perfect score. And I think we've only done 3. We've done Mirkwood Water, we've done Gloin, and we've done Grimbjorn. Oops, I meant to heal Legolas. That's fine. Okay, Sauron has nothing out yet. Which means we can kind of take our time a little bit. Let's have Grimbjorn guard. Low on supplies. Let's get rid of that.
Rivendell!
The one downside to not being attacked is Eowyn doesn't get her buff. But we have enough willpower without that. So that's okay. We're just trying to get to 6. Okay, 1 more. Let's go ahead and burn that. Again, it's not really going to help us. It removes pursuit from the bears, but there are no bears out. The only reason I'm doing that is to get maximum score. Okay, these 2 have guard. Let's keep it that way. And I don't have a reason to really play anything else, so... And there's no other Fate events for the rest of this game. And good, we're traveling just in time before more bears come out. So let's go now. And we should win in 1 turn.
Monotony of the
We've got enough out on this board that I think we can clear it all. Okay, for ranged upkeep, what I usually do here, as long as Legolas has Sting, which I believe he does,
A red sun rises.
we bring the spider down to 4. Let's get our final heal on Legolas. And now we're going to have Legolas clear out the strong spider, since it has 4 health now, and with Sting, he will do 4 damage.
You would die before your throat fell.
A powerful Legolas is a beautiful thing. Alright, so the 4 spider attacked Gloin. We still have 2 spiders with guard on them. Let's have Legolas clear out one of them.
You would die before your throat fell.
And it attacked Grimbjorn, which is just perfect. Okay. Now let's clear that one. Grimbjorn is still ready via Stalwart. Okay. This spider, I think we're going to want to use Grimbjorn to guard against. Oh, Sauron put out another forest spider. That's fine. Yeah, at this point, I think we're just going to start putting progress on this. Alright, Grimbjorn is now exhausted. This spider still can go. So let's have Gloin block that. Oh, he didn't actually attack. Okay. I think we can still win this, though. Let's see. So Arwen has one more action, and let's have this guy get the Beorn out, or the Beorning. Let's have him replace the guy who freed him. Forcing a discard. Totally fine. I don't even need to play anything in my hand. Okay, with this guy we should no doubt be able to clear this.
No living man am I.
So now it's just a matter of finishing everything off.
Will smite you if you touch him.
At this point, there's plenty of firepower. This guy also has Stalwart. He's a heavy hitter. And that is the end of Attercop. Let's see our score. Perfect score. So, in case you're curious how this works, I don't know everything, but I have figured out some of the thresholds. For the final threat level, as long as your threat is below 40 at the end of the game, you have 80 points. It doesn't matter how low it is below that, as long as it's below 40. From what I've experimented with, you do hit the maximum points there. For surviving heroes, obviously you want to have all 3 for the maximum points for that category. For the surviving heroes' health, I'm not sure exactly what the leniency is on this, but there is some. You can have a little bit of damage, but not much. Maybe 2 or 3 at most, and it will still give you the maximum points for this. I haven't really figured out what the limit is, though. It might be dependent on your hero's max health or something, or how long the quest is. For hazards, it seems to be based on how many hazards that you could have resolved. So in this case, there were enough that I could have resolved 4, and I'm not sure if you have to resolve all of them or most of them. I've had quests where I only resolved 2 hazards, but it still gave me the full 40 points because that's all that were there. For fate events, I think this is also based on just the quest and how many fate events it gives you. For this one, 4 fate events will give you the maximum 40 points. And as you can see, I've already got these rewards because these heroes are so good. And that is Attercop. Next time, I'm going to do the In the City of Webs quest and try to get a perfect score with the same deck. If you want to see which cards I'm using, just click in the description below and I have the entire list there. Thank you for watching.